welcome to my kitchen. I'm Grace. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make creme brulee. It's not as hard as you think. It's easy to do. So let's get started. I have all ingredients ready to go to make the creme brulee. So the main ingredients to make this recipe is eggs, cream. It's really heavy cream, the cream that you would use for whipping cream. So it's heavy cream and also sugar and some flavoring. So it's very simple few ingredients. Remember, baking is an exact science, so you gotta actually stick with the exact recipe. If it's cooking, it's a little bit more forgiving, but baking is an exact science. So I need 5 egg yolks. I got 3 already that I've taken it out. I'm gonna do 2 more. Only the egg yolks. So I'm just separating the egg whites from the egg yolk. So that's 5 egg yolks. You will need 2 cups of heavy cream. That's 1 cup. Two cups. So we don't want to boil the heavy cream, you just want to warm it up really nice. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm keep stirring it because I want to make sure it doesn't boil. Okay, it's starting to steam up, and that's perfect. It's ready. And turn off the stove. So I have the 5 eggs I showed you earlier. To this, I'm going to add half a cup of granulated sugar. Pinch of salt. You want to mix this up. You don't want to do this ahead of time because you don't want the eggs to kind of create that grainy texture. So you do it right before you add the milk, or the heavy cream, I should say. Now, since the heavy cream is hot, I'm going to temper the egg mixture by adding a little bit of the cream first. Otherwise, you don't want to get scrambled eggs. So that's very important to temper the eggs before you add the rest of the cream. So you're slowly incorporating the cream. Okay, that's good. I'm adding the rest. It's also important not to create so much air pockets. You want it to be a smooth cream. So try not over mixing it. Okay, to this I'm gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You could also use fresh vanilla beans if you have that readily available. but I'm choosing to use the pure vanilla extract. So that's 1 teaspoon, and also half a teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoon. Most people don't add any other flavoring, but in my case, I want to make sure it doesn't have that eggy taste. To get rid of the eggy taste, I also scrape some nutmeg. So this is a nutmeg. I'm going to scrape very light, not too much. I can smell that. It smells wonderful. That's it. Just a tiny bit of that nutmeg. Also to this, I'm gonna add very little orange zest. Again, this is adding flavors. This is why this creme brulee is different from any other creme brulee you probably had it. Because I have these custom secret ingredients that's going to enhance the taste, and it's going to alleviate the flavor of your creamy custard. Okay, that's good enough. Mix that up. So you want to make sure your creamy custard is smooth, that it has no lumps in it. To do that, you really want to strain this. So I'm going to strain the custard through a sieve. So I have 5 ramekins ready to go. So I place them on a baking tray. And as you can see, this baking tray is a little bit deep because I do want to pour some hot water into it right before I place them into the oven, because these ramekins are going to bake and bathe in the hot water at the same time. That's what's going to keep it from overcooking and make sure that it gives you that creamy texture. That's what you want. So I'm pouring the custard that we made earlier. So this type of ramekins, as you can see, it has a lot of surface. You want that space. Once the custard is baked, you're going to put sugar, and then you're going to burn the sugar with the torch to create that thick caramel texture. That's just enough for 5 creme brulee. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and bake this in an oven at 325 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. To this, I'm also adding hot water. Okay, that should do it. Slowly pull this into the oven. Okay, shut the door. Okay, so there is a minute left, so I'm going to just take a peek. This is perfect. I'm going to take it out. I just took these out of the oven. The water is still hot. So to handle this without burning your hand, what I do is I pour some cold water without pouring it on the custard. Obviously, be very careful. Now the water is now hot. I can actually, so I'm going to wait a couple of seconds. And I'm going to take them and put them on a towel. I can handle these now. So what you want to do now is chill this in the refrigerator for 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and clean this. So place these back in the pan and put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. Of the refrigerator. Okay, I'll check back in 2 hours. This has been chilled for over 2 hours in the refrigerator. Now I'm ready to put the sugar and caramelize them. A teaspoon of sugar, just regular sugar. You kind of move the ramekin around to get the sugar everywhere. Okay, now we're ready to caramelize them. I have a blowtorch here. I'm going to use this to caramelize. That looks absolutely beautiful. This is what you want. I garnish them with blackberries and raspberries. Okay, let's try to taste this and see how it is. Hear that? That's what you want. Look at the cream and the texture. It's absolutely wonderful. That is super creamy and the custard is just perfect, not too sweet. Since there is caramelized sugar on top of it, that adds to the sweetness, so it tastes absolutely delicious. You can't stop eating this. Thank you for watching. Please join me again for another recipe.